reporter, Rachel O'Brien.
And Tim Collins.
It is a beautiful day today. We are finally seeing some warmer days. Right, Tim?
Well, Rachel, it might be a great day for us, but not so much for America's favorite power couple, Plant Kelsey and Soil Swift. Today's breaking news, we'll dive into the history of Plant Kelsey's and Soil Swift's, the start, the crash, and ultimately the destruction of the symbiotic relationship.
Joining us today is symbiotic relationship expert, Dr. Emily Smith. Tell us, Dr. Smith, what happened? Why the end of this relationship?
Well, Rachel, so much to unpack here. But let's start at the beginning. When they just got together, we saw a mutualistic relationship flourish between both.
Could you explain what that means, Doctor, for our viewers at home who aren't experts?
Gladly. So in the beginning, the relationship was mutualistic because we see both Plant Kelsey and Soil Swift supporting each other. Soil Swift's support results in Plant Kelsey having a reinforced system that protects him from the haters, aka pests. She expands his opportunities, helping him reach more nutrients and water. In turn, Plant Kelsey also increased the resources Soil Swift uses. In scientific terms, Plant Kelsey used his ability of photosynthesis to convert carbon dioxide and water into sugars that Soil Swift's microorganism could consume. In simple terms, he helped her Swiftie community, the Swift microbes, to grow.
It was a beautiful relationship. We can see an example of other beautiful mutualistic relationships on our screens.
You're right about that, Rachel. Mutualistic relationships can be so beautiful and healthy, supporting each other to grow and survive in the world.
And then it all turned south. Do not move from your TV screen, America. Coming up next, we will begin to unfold how Plant Kelsey's and Soil Swift's relationship become commensalism and eventually parasitic. Tune in after these commercials. Welcome back, everyone. Now, moving on to the next part of this story.
Well, just how did this power couple start going awry, Rachel?
Well, I'm glad you asked him. Just a month after they started dating, only one of them went viral after the initial buzz. This changed the dynamic in the relationship, and Soil Swift started to notice how fast Kelsey was gaining popularity.
Well, Rachel, at face value, that doesn't seem like such a bad thing.
It isn't bad just yet, as at this moment in time, the relationship between them was commensal. Dr. Smith, could you explain for our viewers at home what exactly a commensal relationship is?
I would be happy to, Rachel. So, a commensalistic relationship is where one party is benefiting from the relationship while the other is not harmed or helped. The screen shows another example of this relationship.
In this case, Plant Kelsey was able to gain popularity and expand his name, while Soil Swift didn't really gain much as time went on.
That's exactly right, Tim. He really expanded his brand into other avenues such as Minerade and Ferta. Wowzers.
Well, that is amazing for Plant Kelsey. I'm surprised to hear that this relationship turned sour, even when both were doing so well.
Plant Kelsey's success was incredible for his personal success, but it took a lot of time away from Soil Swift, and this eventually caused a rift, which eventually turned the relationship toxic. So, Doctor, experts now say that the Plant Kelsey and Soil Swift relationship has turned parasitic. Tim, I can already see your face of confusion on that term.
You got me, Rachel. I've got no clue what a parasitic relationship means. Dr. Smith, could you share some words of wisdom with me and the audience?
Of course. So, a parasitic relationship is when one partner is harmful to the other. Some relationships start as parasitic right off the bat, as shown by the screen.
That's like when girls fall for bad boys, right? Right from the start, we know it ain't good. They can be diseases that make you sick or pests that can leech off of you.
Precisely. Most parasitic relationships are harmful to one side right from the beginning of the relationship. We commonly see this with insects or pests, but mutualistic relationships can also become parasitic when one partner is not providing enough. So in this case, Plant Kelsey wasn't giving enough support to Soil Swift. The products from his photosynthesis began to decrease and were not enough to sustain the needs of Soil Swift's microbe Swifties. So the breakup happens, and in true Soil Swift fashion, she writes an album that has completely ruined his reputation.
I have to say, it's a tragic origin this album has, but man are the songs good. It has been in Billboard's #1 place for 4 consecutive weeks.
I have to agree. My little girls love playing that song on repeat.
This is good news for Soil Swift. She is gaining strength and stealing the nutrients and resources that Plant Kelsey couldn't provide and actually needs for himself.
As Soil Swift's album, 87 Reasons Why, gains traction, Plant Kelsey remains in the dark, refusing to communicate with our journalists. However, paparazzi have caught Plant Kelsey with a potential new symbiotic relationship interest, Pesticide Peterson.
Can we really call it a symbiotic relationship? We know how Pesticide Peterson is. She always swoops in to fix the heartbreak. But in the long run, she isn't good news.
Girls like Pesticide Peterson provide quick results. Sure, they help tackle pests and weeds, all those haters, you know. Then the drama starts. Pesticide Peterson will begin to socially kill other people, like bees and healthy microbes, damaging the communities surrounding her lovers. At some point, the weeds and pests become resistant to her toxicity. In the long run, the good relationships, the healthy and fortifying ones, are mutualistic relationships between plants and healthy soils that have no impact on communities and only support each other, making each partner stronger.
As always, you speak the facts, Doctor. Thank you for joining us today.
Always a pleasure to be on the show.
Well, there you have it, America. You know you can count on the Today Show to give you the latest reports. And I'm Rachel O'Brien.
And I'm Tim Collins, and we wish you a great day. Make sure to tune in for tomorrow.
Between them was commensal. Am I saying that right? Every time I come across it, I don't know.
I don't know how to say it, but it reminds me of communism a lot.
That's your
I thought it was consensual when I first learned it.
You're right about that, Tim. Mutualistic relationships can be so healthy and beautiful, supporting each other to grow and survive in the world.
This relationship becomes commensalism and eventually parasitic. Tune in after these commercials.
Oh my
I
god.
forgot who it was. Yeah.
Hello, it's in the script.
I forgot. Good morning, America. It is your favorite news reporter, Rachel O'Brien.
And Tim Collins. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I was trying to